Welcome again, ENC 90 students. This is your Professor Michael Bloomberg. The purpose of this video is to walk you through the Week 7 coursework. As always, I'm on our Blackboard homepage, and over here in the corner I'm going to click on Weekly Assignments, and that in turn will allow me to click on the Week 7 folder. So from the Week 7 folder, I'll just readjust the camera slightly so we can get everything in view. The first thing I would like to do is take a look at the listing of assignments for Week 7. So I'm going to go ahead and click that, and we'll take some time to review that so that I can move the camera out just a little bit. And so with respect to the readings, there are two different readings, none of which are in the ebook this week. The first reading is Fixing Common Sentence Problems Study Guide. This again is located in the Week 7 folder. It is not in the ebook. It's actually a study guide that I put together to help you with fixing such problems as comma splices, run-ons, and sentence fragments. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. And also in Westmore's The Work, you are assigned to read the worker number 2, pages 54 through 57, and chapter 3, The Lesson of the Soldier, 58 through 70, and you can stop on page 70 when you reach the paragraph that begins Abdullah. There are no separate submitted assignments this week, so please note that, but you do have 2 discussion board assignments to complete, and each discussion board assignment relates to the readings. So you do have one related to fixing common sentence problems, and the others related to the Westmore reading from the work. I do want to stress to you though, because I was a little bit late in getting the work uploaded yesterday. I wanted to be fair to the class. So for this week only, I'm going to give you a little extended time. So your due dates are normally 11:59 Sunday night. This week it's going to be 8 a.m. Monday morning, that's Eastern Standard Time, on October 5th. That's for both discussion board assignments. In addition, you have your discussion board class thread, so if you have questions or comments or you just want to communicate with each other as a class, you can use that discussion board thread. And then as far as the My Writing Lab is concerned, I would like for you to finish up sentence skills. But if you run into any problems with that, or especially backing up to the previous module paragraph development, please email me and communicate that to me, and I'll see what I can do to help you out. But we want to try to stay to these deadlines as we can. So sentence skills. I know some of you needed last week to finish up paragraph development, so I realize it's been a little difficult to juggle both modules, but that's also why this week I'm not giving you any submitted assignments. So I'm going to go back to the Week 7 folder. When I do, I'll readjust the camera. And so that's the listing of assignments. Down here is the Fixing Common Sentence Problems Study Guide. And it is a PDF file, so I'll go ahead and click on it. And the print's going to be very small, especially for you to see on this camera feed, but it just shows you what things such as run-on sentences, comma splices, and sentence fragments include. And the study guide itself is just a little over 2 pages. I would ask that you look at it very closely, because coming up next week you're going to be doing some work with the actual study guide. And I'll see what I can do too in the next week to make a video that will walk you through the content of the study guide, just so that you understand it, especially the 3 separate groupings of words, which include fanboys, conjunctive adverbs, which are on the bottom of page 1, top of page 2 of the study guide, and your subordinating conjunctions, which is under this section and sentence fragments. So do look at that closely. So what I'm going to do is I'll go back up, I'll go back to the Week 7 folder, and what I'm going to do is I'll adjust the camera just ever so slightly, so bear with me as I do that. And down below you'll be able to see below the Fixing Common Sentence Problems is the discussion board, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that. and we'll take a look at this week's discussion board assignments. Okay? So you do have 2 of those this week. Of course, you have your week 7 question comments if you need to use that. Fixing common sentence problems, what I'm asking you to do is take time to review the study guide. Once you've reviewed it, please address the following. Did the study guide make sense? What areas of the study guide do you feel most comfortable with? What areas do you feel will require you to work hard? Do you find any areas difficult to understand? So just kind of easing you into the study guide and having you address your feelings about the study guide at this point. And then down to the Westmore's the work. What I'm asking you to do there is to take some time to address the following. What are your impressions of the reading from the work this week? What stood out to the most? And what are your thoughts about the book in general thus far? So you're reflecting on the reading in general, but you're also talking and spending some time talking about how you feel about the book in general. So those are the 2 discussion board assignments for this week. Okay? And so, down below discussion board, but just out of the frame of the camera, is the My Writing Lab Writing Learning Path. And so I'm just going to click on that and it'll pull up the modules here. I'm going to readjust the camera just a little bit just so we can get them all in and get a nice view of them. So I know some of you were working to finish up paragraph development, and I realize sentence skills being 12 topics will take you a little bit of time to do, so I'll click on that and just show you what you're looking at. Again, hopefully you were able to get a start this past week, starting with sentence structure, working your way down to transitions, doing your recall and applies and your post-test in each area. That's it for this week. I want to make you aware of the fact that next week we do have fall break, and I am going to acknowledge that even though we're an online class. I am a believer that my online students deserve a fall break, just like my regular in-class students. So with that in mind, I will be lightening the coursework a little bit going into week 8 to accommodate for that fall break. So there will probably just be a couple of tasks for you to work on moving in to next week to accommodate the midpoint of the semester. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to email me, or you may post in the discussion board thread. And that's an especially good option too if you want to communicate with your classmates. Good luck this week, and I look forward to seeing how things go for you, and we'll make more videos in the future. Take care, and bye-bye.